I stood up and he said, "You want to go again, tough guy?" And I just looked right at him, just looked right at his face. And he balled up his fists, leaned back, and headbutted me square in the nose. Just right as I stood in front of him.
Didn't physically hurt me. I was just sitting there on this carpet, looking at the dirty carpet, wondering how I wound up on this carpet and why I never noticed that the carpet was so filthy before, and I just didn't know what else to do. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to react. I just sat there thinking, how much time do I have till I figure out what I need to do? Because, God, did he just hit me?
Amber Heard's to Sheik-A-Deak's Celebrity Brouhaha. Keep watching till the end of this video, you don't want to miss this. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and hit that notification bell so you will be notified when we have new videos.
Her act was only in self-defense. Amber did everything she could to blame Johnny and play the victim. People aren't that stupid, and they quickly recognized her movie-scripted testimony right away. There have been numerous direct remnants in her testimony that demonstrate how she behaves like a professional while giving her statement, as she only gazes at the jury while speaking and to nothing else. Many experts have come forward to explain how Amber demonstrated her ability as a trained person throughout her case story. Let us expose the quotes she used in her testimony that are related to movies and web series that prove her constant lies. The talented Mr. Ripley, let us show you the exact dialogue used in the film for Mr. Ripley's character, who always blesses people with presents and then abandons them with no way to connect back. According to the movie's dialogue, the thing with Dickie, it's like the sun shines on you and it's glorious, and then he forgets you and it's very, very cold. When you have his attention, you feel like you're the only person in the world. That's why everybody loves him so much. When it comes to Johnny and her relationship, Amber explained that she didn't have his phone number and didn't know how to contact him. She went on to describe how Johnny would show up at her flat unexpectedly and stay for 3 to 4 days, writing, singing, and painting with her. During that time, Amber described how Depp was always showering her with gifts. She quoted, "The thing with Johnny, it's like the sun shines on you and it's glorious, and then he forgets you and it's very, very cold. When you have his attention, you feel like you're the only person in the world. That's why everyone loves him so much." It appears that the actress didn't bother to make any changes to her scripted testimony. Considering Dr. Curry's evidence on Amber's intellect and personality for a moment, the psychologist stated that Amber has a habit of unearthing and indirectly saying everything. It appears that we have just received verification of Dr. Curry's testimony. Mildred Pierce. In the film, Veda's secret of her phony pregnancy is revealed in front of Mildred, who then slaps her across the face and exclaims, "I'm so sorry I did that, I would rather cut my hand." While describing the incident where Johnny first hit her, Amber says, "I'd rather cut my hand than put it on you." Amber further said that after the event, Johnny apologized profusely to her and sobbed over his desire for violence. Even though she did her hardest to convey how bad she felt after hearing Johnny's harsh words, the entire sequence appeared false to the audience. Fans appear to be able to see through her lies to the truth. Notting Hill. Amber uses the phrase Notting Hills while explaining how she met Johnny, letting many followers realize that her story is fully fabricated. Now in the movie, Hugh Grant gestures to Julia Roberts across the street in a friendly manner during an insulting sequence. Next, Julia says to Hugh, "Things aren't going very well and it's our last day. But if you can wait, there are things to say. Drink tea, lots of tea." Let me now tell you what Amber said in her testimony regarding her Bahamas trip with Johnny when she specifically quoted that he drinks tea, like lots of tea, like lots of tea. Fans immediately saw how she used the entire context to her advantage and began posting it on their social media pages. I am the killer. During his testimony, Johnny Depp discussed the Met Gala incident in which he stood up for Amber when he felt a woman was inappropriately touching her. According to Johnny, he brushed the woman's hand away and took Amber to his van because he felt she was insecure, and they got into a big fight. Amber spoke up and used a passage from the film I Am the Killer to describe her side of the tale, alleging that Johnny held the woman's hand and screamed at her, "Do you know how much it takes to break a human's hand?" According to Amber, the woman was crying while Johnny was torturing her. After killing her companion, the character Lindsay Haugen is given a life sentence by the court in the film. The movie's major twist came when her partner broke her hand in the same way, but again, Amber found it interesting enough for her real-life drama. Shrek 2. Enough with the crime film references, Amber now uses a Ghostbusters reference in her testimony. Shrek, played by Mike Myers in the film, embarks on a three-dimensional adventure to save the feisty Princess Fiona and says, "Whoa, what happened here?" Amber repeats the same remark used by Muffin Man during his interrogation session in the Shrek movie while explaining Johnny's condition in her testimony. Nobody knows what she used to write in her diary all the time, but it appears that she came up with the concept for this entire conversation after Dr. Curry mentioned the Muffin event with Amber during her testimony. White chicks. If you've been following Amber's Instagram account, you've probably seen the photo she posted of her holding a dog who was keeping his paws on the car glass while she took a photograph of them. Amber stated in her statement that after one incident, Johnny's sister supported her to take Depp in a car. According to fans, she appears to have stolen and recreated the entire scene. After submitting her op-ed and getting ready to confront reality by Johnny Depp, it appears she has viewed more movies in the last 4 years than she acted in. But what if the jury has also pointed out all of this? The Day of Judgment would be full of Hollywood drama sequences. True Detective. According to Amber, during their Bahamas trip, Johnny grabbed the arm of the flight attendant and shouted, "Do you know how much it takes to break a human's hand?" According to fans, this scene from the film True Detective appears to follow Heard's precise tale. Amber did her hardest to express her sentiments while discussing her position, but fans caught her doing so as well. One of the fans commented, "Pretty sure they themselves would have sued Johnny for injury, etc. after that." Another fan commented, "He would have been picked up at the airport by police. FFS. It would have been headline news." Fan follower. Amber stated in court that she was not a fan of Johnny before the release of her film, The Rum Diary, saying, "I knew who he was. I wasn't familiar, you know. I wasn't a fan of his work. I wasn't familiar with him." Now, during her decade-old interview with She Knows, Amber Heard quoted, "I mean, who isn't a fan of Johnny's? That's a given. He's been a cultural icon and a talented actor for since I can remember." Also, during the interview segment with Celebitchy.com, one of his best friends shared, when she was a teenager, Amber had already decided to become an actress and she had pictures of Johnny all over her room. So it's no surprise they fell in love while working together. Amber can usually get whatever she sets her mind to. Well, this was the same time when Amber was shooting for When I Live My Life Over Again, and started grabbing more headlines because of her relationship reveal with Johnny. One of them commented, "At this point she's made up so many lies that she cannot remember what she has said." Alpha Dog. In the film Alpha Dog, we watch actors dressing up and partying before deciding to poo on their rivals' beds. Now, if we recollect what Amber did at Johnny's bedside, it appears that she saw the movie and made a direct reference to it. As Johnny revealed, he asked his security team to retrieve his valuables from the penthouse, but instead received a photo of poop from his bedside. It's clear that Amber lives in a movie land inside her brain. Johnny's security revealed that Amber accepted the conduct by saying, "Practical joke gone wrong," despite her denial in court. Maid. In the film Maid, Margaret Qualley's character, Alex, a domestic abuse victim, needs a pep talk from Amy Carrero's character, Danielle, to get her off the rug. Alex struggles with domestic abuse throughout the movie, but instead of fleeing, she merely stares at the ceiling, lying on the rug while her boyfriend hits her constantly. Amber explained the same thing in court, adding that Johnny was beating the wall close to her head while she was concentrating on the dirty carpet at the time.
He was also this other thing. And that other thing was awful thing that would come out.
One of the psychologists, Cooper Lawrence, shared her opinion with Channel 7 Sunrise and quoted, "She was crying but there were no tears, and that's something that we always look for. It's always a tell. You've seen detective shows where they do that, but it actually is a big deal when somebody is trying to communicate. It comes across as a little bit false." Share the times when you thought she was lying in her testimony, even after taking an oath. Notify us about the movies you think she was alluding to. Keep an eye out for new content.